Recording. Good. Hi everyone, Drew Murray here, and I'm here with another video. So this episode of D20 Advice is going to be sort of a shout out to someone on Facebook. I've been looking around a few different Dungeons & Dragons groups on Facebook. I've never really been one for using social media in this sort of way, but I need to get with the times. So I started messing about on the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Facebook group, and someone there had a story to tell. They told the story of their 10-year-old daughter who had dyslexia. She just started playing the game and she was having difficulty reading the character sheet. And his solution to this was to first ask the group if there were any dyslexic friendly character sheets out there to help separate out the different stats and things and what actions you can take to simplify the game system at a glance. And there was nothing forthcoming. So the guy made his own. He drilled holes in a board and put pegs in for counting hit points. His character sheet is very simplified. It doesn't have all the information that a character sheet has, because the character sheet's fairly packed with information. But it has the basic stats. It has what actions the character can take. Generally speaking, there's always more specifics you could go into, or alternate options, but the general, like, aid another, run, defend, that sort of thing. What the ranged and melee to attack options, what the bonus is, and a picture of the D20 to say, this is the dice you roll. And for your damage, picture of the dice, this is the dice you roll for that. And at the very top, initiative, highlighted in green, combat highlighted in red, and the rest of the stuff is highlighted in like pinks and oranges and things. I think the damage was orange and pink was the other actions that you could take. And the stats were in a wheel with different colours. It seemed really good. It seemed really good. It was a great idea. Armour class, there was a picture of a person with the armour class written in the centre to kind of go, look, this is you, your protection. You know, middle of the chest, it's where most armour covers at the very least. So yeah, it was good. Definitely as a first attempt, I would say that's good enough for a lot of people to be playing with. Anything else like spells or anything, if you're starting to go down that route, then yeah, that can be a little bit more complicated, but that's because it's an additional mechanic added in there on top. So as a basic fighting type, you know, like a fighter, possibly barbarian, that seems really good. I'd imagine it would work fairly well for monks as well, depending on which route you go down once you get to pick an archetype. But that was really good, and someone else commented that there's a specific font that you can get for dyslexics. Now I had a quick look into this, and it seems that there is a font designed for dyslexics that is copyrighted. You're not allowed to use it for commercial purposes without their permission. But if you were to just give away this character sheet for free, just post it up online, I'd assume that would be alright, but don't quote me on that. But essentially I just wanted to talk about that, and I suppose I have. The fact that someone has gone out of their way to make the game more inclusive, to allow more people to join in the fun of this game. There was another person that wrote down not long after that one of their best friends for years just didn't want anything to do with D&D, sat down, played one session of D&D, loved it. You know, not that he got everything they wanted, he actually rolled a critical fail and something amazingly ridiculous happened, but he just had fun with it. And that's what it's all about. It's all about just having fun and being involved. So yeah, kudos to you guys for getting people involved. Definitely kudos to the guy that made the dyslexia character sheet. I will be keeping that. There are some people that I do game with that do find it difficult to find things on a character sheet. Having a simplified, pared down character sheet for starting players of any kind that would be really useful, and it's something that I'm going to pilfer and use. So the style that you've come up with is definitely something that I'll be taking forward into future games. There's been plenty of times where we've started playing a game without character sheets, especially with 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons. We just wrote things down on lined paper. Mutants and Masterminds as well. Eventually we got around to getting character sheets, but just write stuff down. I think the only game that I've ever played where we've always used character sheets is Dark Heresy, where we've always had the character sheets there. Everything else, so D&D 2nd edition, 3rd edition / 3.5 can merge the two. Yeah, 5th edition. I did play 4th. Yeah. I had a character sheet with 4th edition. So yeah, 2nd, 3rd, all iterations of 3rd, and 5th edition, and Mutants and Masterminds played without character sheets. It's alright, as long as you've got everything you need written down in front of you. You just kind of decide where to write certain things, and they're all fairly much of a muchness. Witchcraft, we've always had character sheets, but Armageddon didn't always have character sheets for that. So again, just note paper. Really good system, the Uni system. I recommend everyone to try a Uni system game at some point, especially with the magic system of Witchcraft. It's amazing. I'm going way off topic here, so I'll do a different video about Witchcraft and Magic because that's amazing. So yeah, cool. Everyone go and scour the internet for dyslexia character sheets. Now, what I'll do is I'll have edited the character sheet into this video at some point. I'm going to nick the picture of it. And you guys can have a look, and yeah, I encourage you to use it. If you've got anyone that wants to play the game but finds the character sheets cumbersome to look at, or you're worried about them possibly finding it cumbersome to look at, because a lot of the idea of role-playing games that puts people off is that there's lots of stuff to learn. If you give them a sheet with loads of stuff and they don't know what it all means, that can get daunting, especially when you preface it with the idea that this is a game rather than a simulation of some kind. They assume that there are win conditions and lose conditions, or that there's a lot of strategy and tactics, which there is if you play the game that way. One of the things about Dungeons & Dragons is that it's so broad in the way that you can play it that it doesn't have to be this tactical, strategic, mechanically balanced game. You can unbalance it and still have fun, and it still be fair. That's another topic for another video. But this character sheet would help a lot. It would help so many people. So I encourage you to go and check it out. Track down the Facebook page, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Facebook group, and find this post. Just in the search bar, just search for dyslexia or dyslexic, and you'll find this guy's post. I'll put in the comments section, not the comment section, the description, the guy's name as well. Just go over to there and say thanks, kudos, because it's a good sheet, and it was a good idea that the guy had. I've rambled on for long enough, so yeah, I will update with more videos hopefully soon. Bye. Yeah, I really need to learn how to sign off.